All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to another reaction. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
And we are Offset
Era.
Woohoo!
All right.
Aha!
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you see it in the title, we're checking out a new band that we haven't heard before. I know it's not a new band in the world or anything, but
New band for us.
new band in our world. We're checking out Sabaton today. This one came up in a Nightwish video suggestion. So we're going to be checking this one out.
Yeah.
We're going to first talk about the band and then jump into a video. It looks like it's a more recent video, and you've probably have seen it already, but we haven't. The name is 1916, and I guess that has some historical connotation. So anyway, let's go and jump into what we know about Sabaton.
Yep. Sabaton hail from Sweden. The vast majority of their albums are written about historical events, mainly wars and significant battles. Sabaton has been referred to as one of the big four power metal bands, along with Halloween, Blind Guardian, two bands that I love, by the way.
You bring up Blind Guardian a lot. I've never heard them either. So.
Well, we'll have to check them out one of these days.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see me learn about maybe an older, is it more older classic?
Well, Halloween and Blind Guardian are they started putting out albums in the 80s.
Okay, so yeah, that's older, I guess.
So they have some seniority.
Okay.
as compared to more contemporary bands like Dragon Force or Sabaton.
Oh, okay.
I've actually seen Sabaton.
Yeah.
I saw them live in St. Pete.
Okay.
Back in 2019.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, they were special guests for Hammerfall, actually. It was a great show.
Awesome. Yeah, I've never heard them at all, so this will be a complete reaction to the band and to the song.
Formed in 1999 in Falun, Sweden. December 1999. Looks like they've had a fair share of lineup changes.
Oh, yeah. Lots of past members.
Band's main lyrical themes are based on war, historical battles, acts of heroism, influenced by bands such as Iron Maiden. I can see that.
Okay. Their name is a reference to a Sabaton, a knight's foot armor. The armor and battle theme is heard in most songs in almost every album except Metalizer.
Yep.
Okay.
In their albums The Great War and The War to End All Wars, all the songs were based on World War I. Lyrical content drawn from the First World War, the Second World War, and other historical conflicts is prevalent, and lyrics often recite stories of heroic deeds by men, women, and armies, such as the song White Death, which was made in honor of legendary Finnish sniper
Simo Haiha.
We don't want to disrespect anybody with any mispronunciation, so...
All right, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and flip over to the video here and take a look at that. Again, we are doing the 1916 music video.
So this must be, it's definitely going to be a song pertaining to the First World War. 1916 was a brutal year for World War I.
Yikes.
Especially fighting in the trenches, the Germans and the French.
All right, it looks like we are sitting at 978,000 views in just 2 weeks. Okay, so this is really new.
Story taken from the EP Stories from the Western Front.
Okay, all right, let's check out some comments here.
Motorhead's 1916 was my uncle's favorite song. He recently took his life due to PTSD he got in Afghanistan. Our deepest condolences to you and your family. It has hit my father and I quite hard. This has meant a lot to us. Thank you.
Is this a cover? I've never heard of 1916 by Motorhead. Is it? I wonder if it's the same song.
Yeah, it is. It's 16 years old. I went to scroll down. This is
so it's a Motorhead cover.
This is resulting in around 300,000 fatalities. The Battle of the Somme is considered one of the bloodiest and deadliest conflicts of the First World War and in human history. The battle, which was fought between British and French forces versus German forces, kicked off on July 1st, 1916, and concluded on November 18th of that same year. This is a Motorhead song.
Okay.
There's actually a Motorhead album called 1916. It's one of my favorite records.
Okay,
it's
so
fantastic.
you might even know the song.
Yeah, I've heard the song. I know the Motorhead song. Okay. I know the Motorhead version, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I haven't heard this version.
Okay, and I haven't heard either version.
I'm not gonna lie though, I've listened to the Motorhead. Like I said, I've listened to the Motorhead version, and it's one of those songs where even if you don't know somebody that's been to war, it still hits you. We're
gonna give this one a shot here. If you like Sabaton, make sure you subscribe. We can do some more videos. Suggest what you'd like to hear next, and yeah, well, let's go ahead and get into this one. After we put the headphones on, it's time for transition video. All right, everyone. Sabaton, 1916, Motorhead cover,
It is a Motorhead cover.
and also never heard that either. So I guess we're gonna have to listen to that one at some point. All right, here we go. Let's dodge the bullet there.
I liked the bus that said Hammersmith, that had the Hammersmith logo on it. That was a really cool subtle nod to Motorhead, because they put out a live album called No Sleep Till Hammersmith.
60 years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes.
Wow, this is already way different from
And a gun in my hand,
the Motorhead version.
chasing my days down to zero.
This is far more layered and grandiose.
Dramatic.
Yeah, it's a lot more grandiose, like a lot more layers, a lot more grandiose. The Motorhead version, it's very simple. It's just I remember reading somewhere, it's just a drum machine and keyboards and Lemmy singing. You know, there's no guitars, there's no bass, and it's a very somber music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, obviously the lyrics and the story, it's a very bloody battle,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the feeling is, it's a somber song.
Okay.
It's the best way I can describe it. It's a somber song, but right off the bat here, there's a lot more of an epic feel just going off of the first few seconds.
Yeah. All right. You got 7 minutes here. Let's check it out.
And I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the
That's what he said.
time that a year in the
Sorry.
line was a long enough life for a soldier.
Cinematography is really good on this.
Yeah.
And we wrote down our names, and we added 2 years to our ages. Eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. And we brawled and we fought and we fought till we stood 10,000 shoulder to shoulder. Our thirst for the run, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
I like how it's all different soldiers from all different periods of time.
Yeah.
Like you have
That-
you have revolution.
That looks so weird. man.
That's a random ass shot. Like you have revolutionaries, you have centurions, you have all different kinds of soldiers from all different periods of time marching like that. And I think that's a really cool concept.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this. The vocals sound like he's kind of like he's really almost graveling with it on the lower register.
Mm-hmm.
They said they're Swedish, right?
Yeah.
He sounds almost Irish. Is that supposed to be like that? I don't know. It almost got like an Irish twang to the accent.
Lemmy wasn't Irish. He was English.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'm picking up. All right,
Maybe.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
They're similar.
trying to emulate
Maybe.
Lemmy with while putting a spin to it as well.
Yeah.
That's what you are when you're soldiers.
Another thing I noticed, it sounds like it's different tuning or a different key. Oh, Motorhead banner, 1916. I love it.
I heard my friend cry, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like
Oh, it's Mickey D and Phil Campbell.
And I wasn't to blame. And the days
There's
are
Lemmy.
half over. The 10,000 slain. And now there's nobody remembers our name. And that's how it is for a soldier.
In just 3 miles of territory, one man was killed every 4.4 seconds, and the largest loss of life suffered. 19,000 Englishmen were killed before noon, a whole generation destroyed in just 3 hours. Entire towns in northern Lancashire and South Yorkshire had a whole generation of men completely wiped out. Casualties from both sides topped 1 million, with more than 300,000 killed for 6 miles of ground. Based upon Motorhead 1916, written by Lemmy Kilmister. I loved that they had Phil Campbell and Mickey D cameo in the video.
That's great.
That was really, really cool. They were for those that don't know, they were 2/3 of the last lineup of Motorhead before Lemmy's death. Phil Campbell on guitar, Mickey D on drums.
I don't know if this is all going to be just credits then.
I think so.
That's a lot of credits.
That is a lot of credits.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to listen to all these credits. So like 2 minutes of it is
Oh,
credits.
yep, there's Mickey D.
Yeah.
And there's Phil Campbell.
Oh, good place to pause it there.
Perfect place to stop it, actually.
Perfect place. Apologize for those who were watching it for the credits. Flip back over.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the analysis and the comparison to my resident Motorhead fan. Not that I'm not a fan, but I know he listens to it way more than I have ever done. And,
Well, Motorhead is my favorite band.
yeah, so take it away. What do you think of that?
Like I said, it is vastly different from the Motorhead version. Motorhead, it's Lemmy's vocals with drum machine and the keyboards, and the tone, the key in the original song is very somber. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a couple of times where I've listened to it and I've actually cried from it.
Wow.
That's the kind of tone it is,
Right.
that somberness. Whereas this, it's it's a full band, guitars and drums and everything, and layers of vocals, and
Right.
it's more epic.
Yeah.
It's got this is epic. Whereas
Is it slower? Because this one seemed really slow and kind of just like marching forward.
I would say it was slower than the original, but both versions aren't particularly fast.
Right. Okay.
So I'd say it's about the same tempo as the original, but the feel is like the Motorhead, like that's one thing you won't hear too often out of Motorhead songs, a sense of somberness.
Yeah.
That's how I think that's maybe what Lemmy intended.
Yeah.
Because Lemmy was a major history buff, wrote a lot about history. He was, you might not think it, but Lemmy was very well read, very well spoken.
I feel like the way that the song kind of proceeded was very like visually complemented by them all walking forward.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing. Like you had all those different soldiers from all different time periods. You had Roman centurions in there. You had you had people from all over the world, marching like that, and you had kids there, and you had the band, and I love that they brought in Mickey D and Phil Campbell.
That's awesome.
And I think the fact that they went their own route and they added this epicness to the song. It doesn't take away from the original at all.
Yeah.
And in my view, as a Motorhead fan, they did this song justice
No, so
by,
it's like a
doing
good
it
tribute.
by doing it their way,
Right.
making it as epic of a tribute as they did.
Yeah.
While also, showing the message of the song itself.
I feel like we may have done a little bit of a misstep in checking out this song, not knowing it was a cover, because I don't think that this is going to be typical Sabaton. Is it really? I mean, is this typical of what they would do, or I would imagine that a band like this is probably faster or heavier.
Yeah, I think a lot more of their songs. Like I said, I haven't delved too much into Sabaton's music. I saw them live once, a couple years ago, but that's it.
Yeah.
I haven't taken the time to really, like I said, to delve and really analyze. Like, is most of their music fast? Is it epic like this?
Yeah.
I think this also gives us a good idea as to what to expect from what Sabaton does regularly.
Right.
That grandiose, the big guitar fills, the epicness.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's one word I can definitely use to describe this.
Yeah.
It's epic with the cinematography as it is, and all the elaborate layers to what they're doing.
All right, well, that was our reaction to Sabaton 1916. If you want to see us do some additional Sabaton of any kind, live or pre-recorded or music videos or whatever.
If you have any particular originals in mind,
yeah, let us know.
Yep.
We'd be happy to check those out. We are Offset Era. We're 2/3 of Offset Era.
Yep.
We have a new album coming out the 29th of May, and a new era, 6 new songs.
All original.
Yep. And we have no shows at the moment, but we'll be updating our Facebook. And of course, as soon as we have more, we will be announcing them in our future videos. But that is it for us on this one. We want to thank everyone for watching. Please subscribe if you liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Cheers.
All right.